Today we are discussing the lecture 2 in environmental engineering subject. So in the last class we have discussed about the syllabus covered to be covered in environmental engineering in the fourth year. So in the third year second semester you have come across wastewater management. So whatever the concepts you are having in those subject, you can see some similar topics which we will cover in this environmental engineering. Okay, so today we'll discuss about the introduction to sanitation. What are the sanitation system? What are the some definitions of sanitation system? Okay, next. So what is the meaning of sanitation generally? So we can take the meaning in any aspect. Sanitation. Sanitation means being clean and neat. So being clean and neat, it can be subjected to any branch of science and engineering. That's why we are calling them as environmental engineering, environmental science. So we can say environmental science and engineering. Okay. So sanitation means a good housekeeping. Depends upon the engineering point of view. We can give the definition as per the subject and as per the engineering. So, what is sanitation in terms of civil engineering? Means keeping the surroundings, keeping the community clean and neat by using some methodologies and technologies. Generally, if you see what are the causes of not being sanitized, means sanitation ఎందుకు చెయ్యాలి means we are having some waste present on the surface or present in the community. Okay, so every community, it may be a locality, or it may be a gated community, or it may be an industrial environment, or it may be some other schools, colleges, etc. We are having three types of wastes: solid waste, liquid waste, gaseous waste. So if you see the solid waste in college, for example, you can see the stationery item in the class or food item in the canteen. Take the second thing, liquid waste. So you can see the liquid waste in the laboratories, washing rooms, and cleaning areas. Third one, gaseous waste. So generally you can see the gaseous waste in the canteen during the processing of food through chimneys. So that is a general example of the three types of waste. Means a civil engineering, while studying the environmental engineering subject, he has to keep in mind he has to keep in mind to eliminate the three types of waste and introduce sanitation at the premises. Okay, at the premises. So why the sanitation is needed? First thing, to keep the area clean and green. Second thing, in order to not affected by any bacteria, fungus, or any other diseases. Three, to accumulate or to practice good reasons for cleaning. Four, to become environmental friendly and free from pollution. Okay, so like this we need some necessity, there is a necessity for keeping the premises clean and green. Then if you see the liquid waste, we are having number of types of wastewater coming from any organization or any school or college. So if you see, take an example of industry or a college, the wastewater is coming from drinking water, it is coming from laboratories, it is coming from canteens, it is coming from cleaning of any machines or any buses or any vehicles in the locality. Then how we are getting this water from these concepts to the outside? For example, if we take a house or a building, so from the bathrooms, from the laboratories, from the wash basins, we are from the kitchen, we are getting the wastewater. It is flowing through pipe and it is going into the septic tank, that is for from the laboratory, and it is collecting from the drainage areas where we are collecting the wastewater in the drainage. That is a basic thing what generally everyone know. Okay, now whenever if you are collecting the waste in the form of solid, liquid or gas, there will be separate systems to collect those things, obviously, right? So we have to separate the solid waste, semi solid waste, liquid waste and gaseous waste. Then only we can get the proper results in order to get the good sanitation. Okay, so if the proper arrangements for the collection, means collection of waste in the form of solid, liquid, gas, treating means how you are treating, means how you are separating, how you are making over the waste, and disposal means throwing outside means not throwing outside from the window of your house on the roadside. The material should be disposed totally away from the community where the human beings will not get affected with the any disease. That is the disposal. Okay, when the three arrangements, what are the three arrangements? The disposal, the treatment and the collection. The disposal, treatment and the collection, when it is not made properly, when it is not made properly, what happens? There will be the accumulation of, there will be the accumulation of decomposition takes place at that proper area. If untreated water is accumulated, what happens? The bacteria, the fungus and the carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide will develop in that area, and what happens? It completely will get odor smell, means odor smell means bad smell in that area, right? It also contains nutrients, it also contains nutrients, it also contains nutrients where there is a production or a growth of aquatic plants in the form of algae, in the form of algae, which forms toxic compounds. Toxic means some bad chemical smell coming from the area, right? Therefore, in the interest of community, community means the place where we are living, city or town or a village, it is very very important to collect the garbage, treat the garbage, dispose the garbage in a proper way, thereby we will not get any health hazard conditions, we will not get any health hazard conditions. Then what is the main necessity for collecting the garbage? We require some arrangements. What are the arrangements? Collection of the waste, treatment of the waste and disposal of the waste. Okay, next. Then environmental engineering, environmental engineering, in that we are having wastewater engineering, which is a branch of environmental engineering. It may be the wastewater, it may be the solid waste, or it may be the gaseous waste. All these are all the subset of environmental engineering, where it deals with the science and engineering for the problems, to rectify the problems of water waste, right? So whenever you are dealing with the concept of science, we will say about the chemicals, about the algae, about the toxic elements or compounds present in the wastewater. When you are talking about engineering and technology, whenever you are talking about engineering and technology, we will discuss about what are the various treatment methods, what are the various treatment methods and what are the various treatment methods and technologies used to eliminate the waste. It may be in the collection, or it may be in the treating, or it may be in the disposal systems, right? Next, what is the main goal of environmental engineering? Means the main goal is to keep the community clean and tidy. So in order to keep the community clean and tidy, we are facing three challenges. What are the three challenges we are facing? Political issues, economic issues, and social issues. So if we take the political issues, depends upon the area, depends upon the councillor, depends upon the MLA, depends upon the place where we are living. If any politics arises, then we'll get a problem from the political point of view. If you take the social responses, means properly the person, the municipality person should come every day and should clean the garbage. If it is not done properly, what happens? Again, the social issues starts. Third one is economic issues. What happens in the economic issues? In the economic issues, whatever the concepts dealing in the political as well as social, it involves in the economic. Economic means the money. So no one will clean the outside areas without taking any salary or any contract. So when the economic issues are properly organized, then only we can reach the goal of wastewater management. Means managing all the three things. What are the three things? Political issues, social issues, and economic issues. Next, although the collection of stream water and drainage dates from the ancient times, means the concept of wastewater management is not a new term. We are dealing this long back. From many hundreds, thousands of years back, we are discussing the concept of wastewater management without knowing the science and engineering. With the basic knowledge, with the basic knowledge, we are treating the wastewater management. In the present technology, when the technology is improved, when the technology is improving, we are getting sophisticated techniques, sophisticated engineering concepts to eliminate the waste, right? Next, importance of sewerage system. Importance of sewerage system. One of the fundamental principles of sanitation is to remove the decomposable matter, solid waste, liquid or gases away from the premises of dwelling as fast as possible after it is produced. What is the meaning of this one? The importance of sewerage system law. Whenever we are not paying attention towards the removal of, whenever we are not paying attention towards the removal of solid waste, liquid waste, gaseous waste in any community or locality where you are living, it causes the production of diseases. It causes the production of aquatic plants. Means dwelling means production. Welling means slowly growing of aquatic plants on the layer of the water, slowly growing of germs, bacteria, fungus, algae, some other insects inside the water or solid waste or liquid waste. So like this, what happens? The locality will get disturbed, and and the environment will get affected. For that reason, we should have a proper sewage system to collect the waste materials, to separate it, treat it, and to disposal it. Right? Next, sanitation, though motivated primarily for meeting the ends of the health, has come to be reorganized, recognized as a way of life. So here what we are doing, we are increasing the infrastructure of the sanitation country by country to serve the level of prosperity. Okay, when the sewage system is properly designed, when the sewage system is properly designed, what happen? When the sewage system is properly designed, we are we are we are we are getting a proper sanitation index country to country. It depends upon the country to country. It is needless to emphasize that for attaining the goals of good sanitation, sewerage system is very essential. What the next point is saying, ఎప్పుడైతే any country or an organization or a locality has to reach the goals of sanitation, sewerage system అనేది very very important, very very essential, right? Sewerage system is very very essential to attain the goals of good sanitation in any country or in any state or in any region or in any area. Okay, next, if you take the engineering services, environmental engineering services, the importance of sewage system, the importance of sewage system cannot be allowed, cannot be allowed by the community with the waste of community living unless properly collected, treated, disposed of. This would create a serious water pollution problems. So ultimately what it is saying, what is the importance of sewerage system means, whenever we are not treating the wastewater properly, whenever we are not treating the wastewater properly, what happens? It leads to the hazardous conditions. It leads to hazardous conditions. That's why, that's why, that's why. So in order to attain the goals of good sanitation, a proper sewerage system is very, very essential in any organization. Right? Next. Definition of some terms used in the sanitation system. So before entering into the sanitation system types and importance, we are having some definitions which are very, very important for the subject point of view. In that first one is refuse. Refuse, the term which indicates the waste. Refuse ante vaddu, rejecting. Refuse indicates the waste which includes all the rejects left as sewage, sludge, as these terms included in this terminology. అంటే రిజెక్ట్ అంటే ఎప్పుడు చేస్తాం, ఏదైనా ఒక వస్తువుని కానీ ఒక ప్రాసెస్ని కానీ ఎప్పుడు రిజెక్ట్ చేస్తాం? వెన్ ఎవర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ వర్త్ కానప్పుడు రిజెక్ట్ చేస్తాము. వెన్ ఎవర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ ఇన్ టు డస్ట్బిన్ రిజెక్ట్ చేస్తాము. Okay, so like this we are having some terms used in the concept of refuse. Next, garbage. What is the meaning of garbage? It is very dry refuse, means dry ante absence of water, like waste papers, vegetable peelings, sweeping from the streets and markets, etc. comes under garbage. So that's why if you see the government bodies also recently, not recently, many years back, they have decided to keep two types of dustbins in the areas, in the streets. What are they? The two types of dustbins are liquid waste, solid waste, green dustbin, and other dustbins, where we have to keep the dry waste in one dustbin, wet waste in the other dustbin. Okay, so like this, which includes the dry waste, that is sweeping in the markets, sweeping in the streets, vegetable peelings, waste papers, stationery, some other dry leaves, some other plastic papers, plastic covers, etc. The quantity of garbage per head per day accounts to be 0.14 to 0.24 kg, depends upon the country to country. అంటే ఒక ఇంట్లో నుంచి, ఒక అపార్ట్మెంట్లో నుంచి, ఒక ఇండివిజువల్ పర్సన్ how much amount of waste is delivering outside. It will be the rough index, depends upon the country to country. So garbage contains large amount of organic, inorganic waste and should be purified and therefore should be removed as quickly as possible. ఓకే, సో ఈ ఆ గార్బేజ్ వేస్ట్లో జనరల్గా సాలిడ్ వేస్ట్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి బిఫోర్ ట్రీటింగ్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు సపరేట్ ఇట్. కలెక్ట్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఇట్ షుడ్ బి సపరేటెడ్, విచ్ ఈస్ టాక్సిక్, విచ్ ఈస్ నాన్ టాక్సిక్, విచ్ ఈస్ ఆర్గానిక్, విచ్ ఈస్ ఇన్ఆర్గానిక్, అండ్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు రిమూవ్ యాజ్ క్విక్ యాజ్ పాసిబుల్ ఫర్ ఫర్దర్ ప్రాసెస్. ఓకే, ఫర్ ఫర్దర్ ప్రాసెస్. థర్డ్ వన్ ఈస్ రబిష్. It has a solid waste from the residences, offices, and other buildings like racks, broken windows, furniture, paper, which are included in this term. It is generally dry and combustible. Combustible అంటే కాలిపోయేవి, మాడిపోయేవి. Broken furniture, it may be a paper, it may be a cardboard, it may be a rags, leathers, cloth, etc., which are combustible. That terms comes under the concept of rubbish. It is also a solid type of waste. Next one, sewage. Sewage, it is the discharge from the bathrooms. It is the discharge from the bathrooms, kitchens, wash basins, etc. It does not include the discharge from the laboratories, hospitals, operation theaters, slaughterhouses, which has a high organic matter. Right? Then what is the meaning of silage here? ఎక్కడ ఎప్పుడైతే హై ఆర్గానిక్ మ్యాటర్ లేకుండా ఉన్న వేస్ట్ని వీఆర్ కాలింగ్ దెమ్ యాజ్ సలేజ్. మీన్స్ ద వేస్ట్ కమింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద normal domestic places like living rooms, kitchens, wash basins, and which are not very harmful or which are not very complicated to separate. That type of waste we are calling them as sewage. It depends upon the discharge, does not depends upon the discharge of ante bathrooms to laboratories to hospitals to slaughterhouses, means where we are cutting the chicken, mutton, or a big firm, that is nothing but a slaughterhouse. That is nothing but a silage. Next one, sewage. It is a diluted mixture. Ante dilute kavalane we are diluting artificially mixture of waste of various types of residential, public, industrial places. It includes sewage water and foul discharge from the wastewater closets, urinals, hospitals, stables, etc. అంటే ఈ సీవేజ్ అన్నప్పుడు ఇఫ్ యు సీ ఫర్ ఎనీ విలేజ్ ఆర్ ఫర్ ఎనీ టౌన్ ఆర్ సిటీ, at one point we are having some a big dump. అంటే మనము సొసైటీలో, ఒక ఏరియాలో, లేదంటే ఒక చిన్న ఊర్లో, విలేజ్లో రోజు ఎక్కడైతే ఇంటికొచ్చి వేస్ట్ని తీసుకెళ్ళి సపరేట్ చేసి వేస్ట్ని తీసుకెళ్ళి వీళ్ళందరూ ద గార్బేజ్ పీపుల్ ఆల్ విల్ టేక్ ఆల్ ద వేస్ట్ అండ్ టేక్ టు సమ్ వన్ ప్లేస్ వేర్ దే విల్ కలెక్ట్ ఆల్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ waste material in the area, that is open dump yard, where we can see in every place. It may be a city or it may be a town. That is nothing but a sewage, right? Next, storm water. Storm means directly we can say it's a rainwater. It is the surface runoff obtained during the rainfall which enters sewers through inlet. Then what is the meaning here? Storm water ante whenever the heavy rains occur due to soil erosion or a surface runoff, the water, the excess water is passing through the sewers and enter into the inlet. The storm water is not foul as sewage, and hence it can be carried in the open drains and can be disposed of in the natural rivers without any difficulty. Foul waste ante enti? Mixture of organic and inorganic material, whereas the storm water is not a foul discharge. Foul kadu. Why? Because it is a plain water. It is a normal water coming from the sky and falling on the ground, which can be easily disposed by storing in the open drain system. అంటే చిన్న చిన్న ponds or చిన్న చిన్న tanks, open drain system, and later it can be disposed into the natural rivers or natural seabeds without any difficulties. Those are called storm water. Next, sanitary sewage. Sanitary sewage. So what we are discussing here, in the sanitary sewage, it is obtained from lavatory basins, urinals, water closets of houses, offices and institutions. Domestic sewage ante parisaralu, the people where they are living in a community. What type of waste we are getting through the people? That is nothing but a domestic sewage. So from the house we are getting from the wash basins, from the kitchens, from the lavatories, from the other places. It's nothing but a domestic sewage. It is highly foul on account of night soil and urine contained in it. అంతే కదా. So here the waste is foul. Waste foul means because it contains all mixture of urinals, lavatory, wash basin water, etc., etc. So night soil starts petrifying and gives offensive smell. Obviously, it may contain large amount of bacteria due to the accidental waste of patients. This sewage requires great handling and disposal. ఈ డిస్పోజల్లో డిస్పోజల్ సీవేజ్లో రెండు రకాలు. ఒకటి less amount of lavatory, less amount of excreta, less amount of excreta is coming from a house. Second category lo huge amount of toilet, huge amount of urinals, huge amount of toxic things coming from a hospitals, schools, colleges, institutions, governing bodies, etc. So it becomes a major problem to collect it, treat it and disposal it. It is nothing but a domestic sewage. Next, industrial sewage. What it contains? It contains industrial waste and commercial waste. So what does the industrial waste consists of? It consists of it consists of the waste material like processed raw material, extra waste material, miscellaneous waste material, cloths, cotton wool, brushes, right? Sandpapers, nuts, bolts, whatever the material which is on the ground, which is not used for the processing of material, processing of a product. The degree of foulness depends upon the nature of industry concerned and process involved. The degree అంటే ఏంటి? The high, the demand, the degree of foulness depends on what type of company, what type of industry you are having. For example, if you take the industries, you are having various categories of industries like chemical industries, manufacturing industries, okay, chemical industries, manufacturing industries, assembly industries, food processing industries. So ee vidhanga we are having number of industries located in a city or industrial estate. Depends upon the industry what you are having, the waste will be coming out. Some waste will be good, some waste will be normal, some waste will be very severe. Very severe means it may be oil and gas, or it may be chemical industries, or it may be some other hazardous industries like manufacturing of any crackers or some other chemicals, right? Next, sewers. Here, sewers are underground pipes which carry the sewage to the point of disposal. Sewers ante just it is a transportation medium. అంటే వేస్ట్ పదార్థాలని, వ్యర్థ పదార్థాలని taking from one place to the other place, taking from one place to other place. It may be in the form of plastic pipes, HDPE or LDPE, or PVC pipes. It may be in the form of metal pipes, or it may be in the form of canals. Depends upon the configuration of the organization, right? So it is nothing but the sewage. ఈ సీవర్స్ అనేది ఎక్కడికి తీసుకెళ్తుంది? క్యారీ ద సీవేజ్. సీవేజ్ మీన్స్ ద వేస్ట్ టు ది పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ డిస్పోజల్. ఎక్కడైతే మనము చెత్త పారేయాలనుకున్నామో అక్కడికి ఇట్ స్టార్ట్స్ ఫ్రమ్ ద హౌస్ టు ద లాస్ట్ పార్ట్, రైట్? నెక్స్ట్, సీవరేజ్. The entire system, ఏది? The domestic sewage, the industrial sewage, the sullage, the storm water, the entire system of collecting, carrying, disposing, recycling is nothing but a sewage, sewerage. Sewerage అనేది whole concept. Sewerage means it is a whole concept where you are collecting all the matters, where you are collecting the all the matters. Next, dry weather flow. Domestic sewage and industrial sewage, domestic sewage and industrial sewage collectively called as dry weather flow. Domestic sewage ante already ఇందాక చెప్పుకున్న డెఫినేషన్. ఇండస్ట్రియల్ సీవేజ్ వాట్ వి ఆర్ డిస్కస్డ్. ఈ రెండు కలిపితే ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ డ్రై వెదర్ ఫ్లో. ఇట్ డస్ నాట్ కంటైన్ స్టార్మ్ వాటర్. Does not contain storm water. It indicates the normal flow during dry season. Dry season low, and dry season is general season what generally we are seeing in the society. Next, bacteria. Bacteria, these are the microscopic organisms which we cannot see through our naked eyes. Okay, already గుడ్ వాటర్లో బ్యాక్టీరియా ఉంటుంది, బ్యాడ్ వాటర్లో బ్యాక్టీరియా ఉంటుంది. బట్ both bacteria is not visible through our naked eye. It should be seen only through the microscope. So బ్యాక్టీరియా గురించి చెప్పుకునేటప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు సీ ద గ్రూప్స్ ఆఫ్ బ్యాక్టీరియా డిపెండ్స్ అపాన్ ద వేస్ట్ వాట్ వీఆర్ హ్యావింగ్. anaerobic bacteria means a bacteria requires oxygen, light for their dwelling, survival. దాని పుట్టుక, దాని నెక్స్ట్ ప్రాసెస్ స్టేజెస్కి ఉండడానికి, బతకడానికి సమ్ బ్యాక్టీరియా రిక్వైర్స్ ఆక్సిజన్ అండ్ సన్లైట్, లేదంటే ఆ బ్యాక్టీరియా చనిపోతుంది. దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ anaerobic బ్యాక్టీరియా. అర్థమైందా? aerobic bacteria, aerobic bacteria means the bacteria which requires oxygen and light for their survival and dwelling. Next, anaerobic bacteria. Anaerobic bacteria means they free oxygen does not require free oxygen and light for survival. బతకడానికి, dwelling చేయడానికి, some bacteria does not require light and oxygen. These are called anaerobic bacteria. Next, facultative bacteria. Facultative bacteria, they can exist in the presence or absence of oxygen. They grow more in the absence of oxygen. Just simple ga herbivorous animals, carnivorous animals, omnivorous animals. ఇలా చెప్పుకుంటే we can give an example like this. What is the meaning of herbivorous animals? Which eat only grass, milk, plants, etc. What is a carnivorous animals? Example is your lion, tiger, cheetah, etc. Which eat only flesh of other animals. Then what is omnivorous? Which can eat both, just like a human beings. Okay, like that the bacteria, aerobic bacteria, anaerobic bacteria, and facultative bacteria. Like this we are having three types of bacteria. Invert, next definition is invert. It is the lowest point of the interior of the sewer at any cross section. So during the design of a pipeline, inside the sewage, we can come across some definitions like invert, where it is the interior portion of a sewer. Next one is sludge. Sludge అంటే ఏంటి? It is the organic matter deposited in the sedimentation tank during treatment. So it is organic matter which is floating on the top surface of the tank during the treatment process. That is nothing but the sludge. So like this we are having various definitions where we are discussing the about the sanitation, that is refuse, garbage, rubbish, sewage, sewage, stormwater, sanitary sewage, domestic sewage, industrial sewage, sewers, sewerage, DWF, bacteria, invert, and sludge. Next. Next concept is methods of domestic wastewater disposal. ఓకేనా? సో వేస్ట్ వాటర్ గురించి తెలుసుకున్నాము. ఇప్పుడు వాట్ ఆర్ ద మెథడ్స్ ఆఫ్ డిస్పోజల్ ఆఫ్ వేస్ట్ వాటర్ గురించి తెలుసుకుంటాం. ఓకే, after the wastewater is treated, it is deposited in the nature in the following two methods. Once the wastewater is collected from the house, colony, apartments, industries, or some other places, it is treated. అంటే ట్రీట్మెంట్ చేస్తాం. We are having various methodologies in the treatment, that is other case. Once the treatment is done, తర్వాత ఏం చేయాలి? డిస్పోజ్ చేయాలి. ఈ డిస్పోజ్ చేయడానికి we are having two methods of disposal of the domestic wastewater. First one is disposal by dilution. Disposal by dilution. సో ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తున్నాము? ఇన్ ద ఫస్ట్ కేస్ డిస్పోజ్ చేసే ముందు దాంట్లో కొన్ని కెమికల్స్ మిక్స్ చేసి బయట ప్రాంతాల్లో విడిచిపెడతాం. డిస్పోజల్ బై డైల్యూషన్, వేర్ లార్జ్ రిసీవింగ్ వాటర్ బాడీస్ ఏరియా అవైలబుల్. అంటే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఇఫ్ యూ సీ ఎనీ లారీ ఆన్ ద రోడ్ సైడ్, ఇండస్ట్రియల్ ఎఫ్లుయెంట్స్ అని ఒక లారీ వెళ్తుంటుంది రోడ్లో, ఎప్పుడు చూసారో లేదో ఐ డోంట్ నో. వాట్ దే విల్ డూ, వన్స్ ద వేస్ట్ వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఇండస్ట్రీస్ నుంచి దాన్ని కలెక్ట్ చేసి అక్కడే కలెక్ట్ చేసి ట్రీట్ చేసి దీంట్లో ఉన్న వేస్ట్ ఇటు పంపించాలా అటు పంపించాలా, ఇన్సైడ్ ద ఇండస్ట్రీ ఆర్ అవుట్ సైడ్ ద కంపెనీ. వన్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ అవుట్ సైడ్ ద కంపెనీ, దాన్ని ప్రాపర్గా ప్యాక్ చేసి, అంటే ప్రాసెస్ చేసి సమ్ కెమికల్స్ యాడ్ చేసి, అంటే ఫర్దర్ ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ డంప్డ్ ఆన్ ద గ్రౌండ్ or it is mixed in the river water, sea water, it should not affect the aquatic plants and animals. Our point of view low, the disposing should be done very securely. Second one is land disposal, where sufficient land is available. Okay. Second method is land disposal. First method is disposing into the water bodies by mixing some chemicals. అంటే dilution అంటే mixing some, adding some chemicals అన్నమాట. Second one, land disposal, where sufficient land is available. అంటే కొన్ని liquid or కొన్ని solid waste, once it is treated in the industries, we have to take far away from the local areas and it should be buried in the ground where animals or some other construction or soil erosion should not be done. And it depends upon the waste material, we have to dig the ground some meters depth and we have to dispose the material and we have to bury it. That is other type of method. The choice of method of disposal depends on many factors and is discussed later. First మనము basic two things నేర్చుకుందాం. The sanitation engineering starts at the point where the water supply engineering ends. The sanitation engineering starts at a point where the water supply engineering ends. అంటే వాటర్ సప్లై ఇంజనీరింగ్ ఎక్కడైతే స్టాప్ చేస్తామో అక్కడ శానిటేషన్ అనేది స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. అంతే కదా. ఎక్కడైతే చెత్త ఉంటుందో, ఎక్కడైతే చెత్త చేస్తామో, ఇట్ మే బి సాలిడ్, లిక్విడ్ ఆర్ గ్యాస్, అక్కడి నుంచి శానిటేషన్ అనేది స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. దట్ ఇస్ ద మీనింగ్. ఇట్ కెన్ బి క్లాసిఫైడ్ యాజ్ కలెక్షన్ వర్క్స్, treatment works, disposal works. So here the subject point of view is very easy. So you can write general things based upon your knowledge, but some terms, some special terms you have to keep in mind. First thing ఏంటి, collection of solid, liquid or gas. Second thing ఏంటి, once collect చేసిన తర్వాత treating, ఎలా ట్రీట్ చేస్తున్నాం, సాలిడ్, లిక్విడ్ అండ్ గ్యాస్. థర్డ్ వన్ డిస్పోజల్, ఎలా డిస్పోజ్ చేస్తున్నాము, చేతితో డిస్పోజ్ చేస్తున్నామా, పెద్ద ట్యాంకులు తీసుకెళ్ళి డిస్పోజ్ చేస్తున్నామా, గాల్లో డిస్పోజ్ చేస్తున్నామా, నేల లోపల డిస్పోజ్ చేస్తున్నామా, నీళ్ళల్లో డిస్పోజ్ చేస్తున్నామా. దిస్ ఆల్ డిపెండ్స్ అపాన్ ద డిస్పోజల్ మెథడ్స్. నెక్స్ట్ ద కలెక్షన్ కన్సిస్ట్ ఆఫ్, అంటే ఇప్పుడు కలెక్షన్ వర్క్లో ఏం జరుగుతుంది మీన్స్ collecting all types of waste products from the town or from the community, right? Second one, refuse is collected separately. Refuse అనే డిఫరెన్స్ స్టార్టింగ్ లో చదువుకున్నాం. refuse is collected separately. The collection works should be such that the waste matters can be transported quickly, steadily to the treatment works. The system employed should be self-cleaning and economical. So whatever the material we are collecting should be steadily and fastly should be transported and should be done very fastly. The next stage is the treatment work should be done very fastly by self-cleaning and should be economical. అంటే whatever the collection system you are doing for liquid, solid or gas, it should be economical. ఫండ్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా అని చెప్పేసి ఎక్కువ ఖర్చు పెట్టి శానిటేషన్ చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. షుడ్ బి ఎకనామికల్ అండ్ షుడ్ బి ఫాస్ట్. ద సెకండ్ వన్, ట్రీట్మెంట్ వర్క్స్. ద సెకండ్ వన్ మీన్స్ ట్రీట్మెంట్ వర్క్స్. ద సెకండ్ వన్ ఈస్ ద ట్రీట్మెంట్ వర్క్స్. So the second one is the treatment works. So in the treatment works, it is required to treat the sewage before disposal. అంటే బయట పడేయడానికి ముందు we have to treat the material depends upon the composition. So sewerage before disposal so that it may not pollute the atmosphere or water bodies or the environment. The type of treatment process depends on the nature of wastewater characteristics and hygiene, aesthetics and economic aspects. ఈ ట్రీటింగ్ చేసేటప్పుడు we have to keep in mind what type of treatment should be done based upon the matter. Matter means the wastewater. Based upon the matter, what type of treatment should be done, and also it should be economical and viable. And economical means mana budget low, and also viable means it should be satisfy the needs. That is nothing but the treatment work. Next one is disposal. The treated water నేను చేస్తాం next, if it is pure water, if it is converted into 50% or 40% pure water, again it is re-entered into the industry for the reuse, or else పనికి రానప్పుడు then we are disposing outside. The treated water is disposed of in various ways by irrigating fields or discharging into the natural water sources. What is the meaning here? The same. ఇప్పుడు ఇండస్ట్రియల్ వాటర్, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సమ్ గ్యాలన్స్ ఆఫ్ వాటర్ మనం యూస్ చేస్తాం ఏదో ఒక కెమికల్ ప్రాసెస్ ఆర్ ఎనీ గార్మెంట్స్ ఇండస్ట్రీలో. వన్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ collected, treated, if 30% is used, again we can reuse the water for the next process. బ్యాలెన్స్ ఏదైతే మనం రీయూజ్ చేసినా కూడా పనికి రాదు అన్నప్పుడు దిస్ వాటర్ షుడ్ బి గ్రౌండెడ్, అంటే షుడ్ బి డిశ్చార్జ్డ్ ఇన్ టు ద ground or natural water bodies, means in the oceans or seas. So that is the main three concepts for this sewage system, right? Tomorrow we'll discuss about the different methods of domestic wastewater disposal, includes conver- conservancy system and water carriage system, right? If you are having any doubts, ping me or you can chat me.